Is the position familiar, guys? If you have seen one of my chess and game videos, this is one of them. And for the sake of people who are insisting, not only commenting, insisting that this is black wins, this video is for you. So let's analyze this one once and for all. Why to move and draw, not black wins. Alright? And this endgame is called Reti Endgame. So let's go and start by capturing the, since this is why to move. King takes rook. This is force. If you will move your king anywhere, of course the rook will just attack your pawn and black wins. So you have to capture the rook and h5 for black. It seems like impossible for white to find a way to draw this one, but actually you can. How? King g7. First, let's move all pawns. No king yet, all pawns. Alright? So we can see the difference of all pawns and with the king move. So after king g7, h4, king f6, h3, king e6, h2, c7, queen, queen, and a check. If the king will move, of course, king d7, queen, queen with a check. Let's go back to our original position. So we just move all pawns. This time, let's move the king. So after king takes rook, h5, king g7, we can move h4, and we can move king b6. So later on, we will try h4 before king b6. Let's go first king b6 and then h4. King f6, the idea of that move is if king takes pawn, king g5, no escape for the h5 pawn. So let's go back. So you are forced, if you're playing with the black piece, to move away your pawn. Or else, the white king will just move to king g5 and then over, it's draw. Now, king e5, critical square for white. This is the specific and exact position the commenters think that black can win. Because in the video, the black players moves pawn h3. So why moving the pawn if the black king can capture the pawn? Well, that is also a good move. However, they didn't realize that after king f4, it's still a draw game. h3 and then king g3, h2 captures, draw. So let's go back in this position. What will you do after king e5 if you are playing with a black piece? How can you save this pawn? If you will once again capture king f4, no escape because it's in the rule of the square. So if you will let's say move the pawn like what happened in the video, h3 then king d6, h2, c7, h1, queen. If king b7, king d7, queen, and queen. Let's say in this position, queen, queen, even you go for a check here, you can just move here. And then, draw. Of course, queen versus queen, it's a draw. So let's go back to original position. So after king takes rook, h5, king g7, earlier we moved the king here before moving the pawn. This time, let's go h4, king f6. If we'll move h3, this is the position. This is the first position we had, right? The all pawns. So instead of moving the pawn, let's go king b6. So this is also the second position we had. So regardless, king e5, if capture, king f4, draw.